And welcome back to packet number 8. This is the last and final part, part 4. We are still talking about probability, but today we are talking about experimental probability. So unlike the other parts when we were talking about probability, we would just look at it and say, okay, this is the probability of getting this. Experimental probability is when you actually do the action and then find that probability. So for example, if you look at number 1, it says you toss a coin 20 times. They tallied how many times they got heads and how many times they got tails. And it's asking, what's the experimental probability of tails? So if it was just looking at the coin, it would have been 1 out of 2 because there's one side of tails out of the 2 sides. But experimental is saying, okay, well, how many times did I actually get tails? They got it 12 times out of the 20. So my probability would be 12 out of 20. They reduced it and turned it into a percentage. We're just going to practice still finding that probability. So looking at number 2, you roll a number cube 40 times. So we already know the total should be 40. And then it wants the experimental probability of rolling an even number. So let's just fill in our table. So 1 was rolled 5 times. 2 was 7, 4, 6, 10, and 8. So when you add all of this together, you should get 40. So now it says even. My even numbers are 2, 4, and 6. So I'm going to take 7 plus 6 plus 8. So 7 plus 6 plus 8 is 21. So my experimental is 21 out of 40. So we're actually going to skip number 3. We're going to look at number 4. So number 4 says, suppose that you write the letters A, B, C, and D on 4 equal size slips of paper. You do this 40 times. So our total should, again, still be 40. And we want to find the experimental probability of choosing D. So A got 7, 12, 12, and 9. And those should all equal up to 40. So letter D got 9 out of the 40 times. Number 5. Suppose you put 2 dimes, 2 nickels, and 1 penny. Then you choose 1 coin 25 times. So this should all add up to 25. And it says, choose the experimental probability of choosing a nickel. Okay, so this is 12, 9, and 4. So the experimental probability of a nickel is 9 out of 25. And lastly, number 6. It says, suppose you use a paperclip, spin the spinner 30 times, so the total is 30. What is the experimental probability of spinning a number greater than 1? So 1 got 6, 9, 7, and 8. So all of that should add up to 30. So greater than 1 is 2, 3, and 4. So you're going to add 9 plus 7 plus 8. And when you do this, you get 24. So the experimental is 24 out of 30.